Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The flight path is going to begin from prison all the way to Campo Militar. A balanced flight path. This flight path, everyone can go anywhere.
Oh man, it's coming up from Voldemort up to Campo Militar and it's separating the map equally even, and I'm liking this kind of flight path because everybody, every single team, every single player can drop to anywhere they want. So by the way, we're talking about Minas Del, so probably going to be some teams dropping in here. I have to say, the teams that like isolated islands or places that nobody went to or nobody goes to, kind of playing it too safe. We're talking about I do know Aerowolf do prefer to play the healing game back then, but I'm not hoping them to play in the grand finals. Hopefully they can stand up and step up their game to make sure they get more aggressive. We don't get a lot of their footage of killing. Usually they got wiped out by another team, but the circle right now will be St. Martin. So we do know St. Martin is one of the most favorable places to be getting the circle ended up or finished there. So hopefully somebody's actually start looting quite fast and get into the top mountain of St. Martin, because that's where everybody wants to be, and that seems to be one of the few places that will be a center of the circle too.
And talking about winning percentage, here we go. Abrupt Slayer seems to be the favorites of the percentage gods with 20% chance of them winning this. Konina Power coming in second with 15.4%. Team Secret with 14.3%, and there is a fairly big gap between Team Secret and NOVA-XQF with 10%, Zeus eSports 10%, 4AM 7.7%, same goes with Bigetron Red Aliens as well as RRQ Athena. So, yep, it's going to be really interesting, like what ChuChu said. Who takes the high ground, and if the circle happens to favor those that's on the high ground, automatically they have a big advantage. And we do know, ChuChu, that Thai teams, they have good knowledge on the geography of Miramar.
That's very true, especially. But I do notice that Futbolist seems to be one of the very few that start to move first. But is there any possibility that RRQ could get into on top of a mountain? Navi is very nearby as well. Seems like the same history going to be repeating here if Navi bomb into RRQ again. Same goes for what happened in Erangel. Happened to be dropping almost the same spot from how they rotate maybe into this game as well. Because, there are some teams that like to shadow some teams. Example, they study these teams. Okay, they like to drop here. So maybe we have better odds against this team. So they purposely drop nearby to force the engagement.
Yeah, they probably do that because... But then again, it is a super big compound for some of these few areas that it looked like there are a couple of teams there, but it's probably that they won't meet up with each other because of how huge the compound is and how the terrain is, with a road separating maybe two halves of a area. So maybe we won't see it. But ladies and gentlemen, in case you missed out, this is our current overall standings, whereby Navi is currently on top with 96 points, managed to overtake KDA, who's currently at second place with 83 points, 4AM 76 points. So, well, KDA and Navi, not the top three during the league stages, but now they are the top two.
Yep, they learn quite fast, improvising, adapting, and learning from each of the player that they're competing against. That's what these guys have to do. It's going to be a long journey. They have been growing from bottom below. We're talking about since the qualifiers, regionals, and then up to the grand finals, the world stage here. And they have to put everything on the table. This is a time they don't have much time to bluff around anymore or experimenting stuff. I'm not sure is Bigetron using the same player before, or they are swapping in Microboy. No, is it the time? I think this is the time for them to swap in back Microboy.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably because Microboy in the lineup have proven themselves with that four-man lineup. They have proven themselves before. Liquid at such a big stage with this sort of lineup, not sure yet. We have yet to see, because we just seen one game with Liquid whereby Bigetron Red Alias, unfortunately, they didn't do too well in game number 1. So I'm waiting to see later on whether Bigetron Red Alias actually going for the original 4 lineup, or are they going with Liquid for this round. We'll need to wait and see. And I don't really have an answer yet as well, whether having Liquid in the side is a good choice. So we need a couple of games to actually analyze that.
Well, the thing is, it's not bad to actually swap in sub players or bench players than like before. But this is gonna be, wait for it, we're gonna jump into Navi-XQF statistics for now. 1,000 over total damage, 11 kills so far, with the longest distance of kill 274 meters. I have to say, this is one of the standards that have to be met by all the teams that competing here today. It's kind of the average total damage so far is 1,000 over. Have we witnessed any 2,000 over damage so far, Cloud?
Not that I've recalled so far. So far, this is one of the bigger numbers that we have seen. But of course, it's only first game of day number 2. Plenty of room for us to be surprised. And now Matoy doing some scouting work here right in front of him from Power 888. Make sure he doesn't get spotted out. And his teammates not too sure where he is, because if he gets knocked down, that's it.
Matto playing peekaboo, trying to be quiet now. You see me, I see you. You miss me, I miss you. Apparently that's what happened. Matto is not going to open fire just yet, and Bigetron is finding a new place to loot onto, and it is going to be one of the twins with full assist of 3 for now, 500 over heals. He's the support for the team with 24% contribution. Bigetron Luxy. I've seen this guy firsthand when it comes to face when they were training. I have to say their training are vigorous. They are not slacking off at all. When they need to fight, they are debating about how to improvise in terms of their strategy in games. And he's a very loud speaker when it comes to having his thoughts out there. But he's a very nice guy, by the way. He's really nice, one of the friendliest guy there is. But back about Abrupt says they're not performing quite well in the first game just now, but stepping off against Bigetron. He connects a bit, but not knocking down any members of Bigetron yet. Leon, I have to say, he exposed himself way too much in terms of his position, and that is not great because they might rush in if they want to for Bigetron. They are really hungry for points here since they are at the bottom 16.
And Leon with a level 1 helmet. Not a good idea to pick too long. But nevertheless, I did notice that Liquid is in the lineup this time for Bigetron Red Alias. So they're going to stick with their lineup from game number 1. Coming into game number 2, Micro Boy will be taking a break. And now we move over to NOVA-XQF. I would say it's a fan favorite as well. But so far, even on the league stages, okay, yeah, they managed to go through to the finals. Oh, hang on, that thought for a second. Looks like Matoy has been knocked out by Hasaki, and Matoy will be the first one in this round to be eliminated. Hasaki, first blood for himself and for 4 a.m.
No, playing peekaboo way too much for Matoy kind of cost him his life there, while Rex being left out in the open, praying he will not be spotted out by any members of 4 a.m. He got lucky, but Hasaka is not done yet. He knows something is up. He's walking right in front of. Oh no, Rex! He got discovered probably, but they didn't spot him just Hasaka. Did you see? But he's driving across. Oh no! They just passed him.
What?
What? How come nobody spot Rex?
What? What sorcery is this? What? Did Rex borrow an invisible cloak from old boy? What is this? Nobody saw it. The entire 4 a.m. squad is all around Rex, but nobody sees him.
He's Rex Potter, okay? He got an invisibility cloak, but not done yet for Mob. It's time for that against fight for Power 888. They are trying to get the revenge with that grenade. But now 4 a.m. taking the kill on Rex finally after such a long time. Nobody spot him out, but it's going to be Power 888 next to fight against 4 a.m. They discovered, they heard the shot just now. They kind of exploit the positions. In the meantime, Navi trying to get into the elevated grounds, higher grounds, spotting out Power 888. In the meantime, 4 a.m. is just across the hill.
Okay, I am still speechless about the Rex thing. But, finally for him, they found him and they took him off. Oh, my goodness, what did he do there? What sorcery is this? Nevertheless, Rex unfortunately will be taken out, and now Team Secret will be continuing on this journey with only 2 team members. While Power Triple Eight, 3 team members, the rest of them, everyone is still intact.
Oh my god! That's how he got knocked down. When you actually have to face the world right in your face. That's what happened in real time or in game. That's what you're gonna see. So never repeat that in real life, guys. You don't want to see that.
Not at all, not at all. And the moment the screen switched to the replay, I was like, whoa, right smack into my face. But yeah, unfortunately for Rex, but yeah. So, but good for 4AM. They managed to secure 2 early points, and now the 2 rest of team members from Team Secret looks like they're in the same compound as another team. And now talking same compound, KDA as well as RRQ Athena, they are sharing a compound for now. So far looks like RRQ Athena have KDA surrounded a little bit, but KDA, they have Salim. Looks like he's going to go for a little bit of a flag here, trying to get that high ground at ChuChu.
No, I don't know. We've seen this before. If you're being cowering into the compound way too long and you are not courageous enough to step out of the compound to take a pic or even get any information for the team, you will go nowhere. We've seen that before. And then what happened to DJ Athletics in the previous game? They were trying to cower into one spot, but luckily, like you mentioned, Salim is actually in the higher ground, trying to bait it out. Where are the whereabouts of RRQ? But jumping into Team Secret, UI, I shot, they already lost Smart Toy before. So can they sustain here? Well, G9 is doing the same, just how Digital Athletics Salim does. He's going for the higher ground, taking the highest mountain ever, and making sure he got a wide vision of field to see all the whereabouts, information relayed back to the teams. While Kangzo actually got himself quite an upgrade of look at that. The guild really plays a big part here.
Absolutely. Well, with that ghillie suit, that's the real invisibility cloak, ladies and gentlemen. But then again, Potato looks like he's been taken. Yeah, that's the real one. Potato has been taken out with a long-range shot there. I believe it was from Kangzo. And I think the last time I saw Potato from afar, I think it was outside of the zone. So with the pressure from the zone as well. And oh yeah, here we go. So it's GC actually putting a lot of pressure on the Potato. No vehicle outside the zone. And unfortunately, he'll be out. And that also means that his team, Aerowolf, will be playing with 3 team members.
No, the potatoes turned into fries. If you ask me, he got bent down. That's what happened. But yeah, you don't want to get segregated way too much from the team. If you get separated, this is a huge map. The biggest there is 8 by 8 kilometers with almost 90% of land ratio only. Where you need your vehicles, you need all the eyes. But I don't know what happened to Hazelnut. Apparently, he got ambushed by Team Secret Kenzo. Team Secret Gen, Secret Gen taking the fight. Konina Power against Nova, but Digital Athletics? That's very athletics of you to have that very, very big move, but they are okay. But that's going to be almost explosive buggy very soon.
10 points for an explosive show, ladies and gentlemen, that they put on for us. and now they're in the same compound as the rest of 2 team members of Team Secret, but they are not moving at all. But hang on a second. So Cool Boy has been knocked down in another location. Looks like Power Boy putting a little bit of a pressure onto the other side, but Cool Boy has been finished off as well. Power Boy, the only one here in the mountains of San Martin. And Power Boy is probably going to go back to his team now. A1 eSports, Dante taking a couple of shots there, but not a big deal for him. He can recover himself.
If you notice this time, Cloud, there's so many teams I'm not sure are they actually scouting or they're playing as 1-1-1-1 formation. We've seen that way back then when it first started out for PMCO. It was like one of the first big leagues back then for PUBG Mobile, but I'm not sure if it still applies here today, especially due to Athletic Silence, the only person here right now. They do have a couple of members behind them, but I am surprised they didn't spot out Team Secret members right at their corners of the compound. UI staying so quiet. He's more than ready to take out the fight. We heard shots being fired, but will it be them taken down first? Is that like shots taking on Silos? They got 1 kill. They have 4 members, but they didn't actually clear out the information from this compound. They walked right in. It bites them back in the back.
Well, surprise, surprise, and there you go. Now UI as well as iShots. They need to defend this compound against 3 more team members from KDA. Can they actually do it? And if we look at the alive bit on the right side of the screen, Aerowolf, they are tanking out the blue. So they are probably going for their strategy of what we have known them to be, whereby they enter to the blue really at the later stage. And now the circle looks like it's going to be a hard shift towards the left side of the map.
All the west, all the way, and it's gonna be nobody's land because apparently only a couple of teams in there, while the others who are not in the circle, good luck, have fun having that journey. It's gonna be a tough one, especially those on the area of San Martin, because apparently everybody who's passing by will get shot by NOVA-XQF for having the higher grounds, who's staying on top of that mountain. While we have Celine just now kind of segregated from the teams, we do see a couple of airdrops right across them, but it's not going there. But oh boy! Oh boy, it's not that old. He's probably seems to be an old boy, but you know what? He is marvelous.
Yep, old boy. Gotta change his name to old boy. Oh yeah, oh boy. But looks like Aerowolf is the first team to be taken out from this round. We didn't see much action again from Aerowolf, like what you mentioned earlier, ChuChu. So it's going to be hard to say how their play style is just yet. But then again, here we can see that Jimmy. Oh, wow. What a nice shot there. Taking out Joker.
Jimmy and Joker used to be friends. Now they no more, and one goes down. And now we have one Nova. Order will be taking a lot of covers from that smoke, pop quite a number of it, while Jacob will be revived by Leon. They need to make it fast because we do know they will not be alone, but maybe they will be. Only these 2 teams, but one more team seems to be having another U-turn, while Navi, oh boy, still going for the taps. This is crazy. He never stopped moving. Everything that moves, he shoots. And now Frozen with the Mercury Uzi from Konina Power trying to spot where is Matic? Navi, they have to leave Matic behind. He's alone fighting so many teams behind there. And while RRQ taking down another member, 4 AM to 5 probably by Frozen here. Look at that sprint coming out from Frozen on top of the hill. They just jumped in and got suppressed by another team entirely as Savant trying to take down on Matic. Finally finished off. Nobody can help him at that point.
Ooh, wow, check that out. Swan with the tapping from the Mini 14, taking out Frozen. And Gangzo have been knocked down by Gina in another angle. And now Axer looks like he'll take out another one there, but then he's out right in the open. Now Swan really just putting a lot of pressure on the side on Navi as well as Konina Power. And now Swan really has his crosshair onto the side of Konina Power. Man, they wish they would have their black horses right now so they can get away from this. But a lot of pressure coming in. At the same time, Yuhai taking out one team member of Navi. Gonzo have been taken out as well.
Oh, feels bad for Konina Power. They just arrived. They have so many teams around them. Every single angle is going to be a 360 fight for them. Look at Gonzo, Axer, charged by 4 AM. On the other side, we have also Alpha 7 on the high ground as well. And Navi, mind you, that around that corner too. So Gonzo, that's a nice, nice circ. That grenade is huge. He got one more. Casually shifting the spray on the left side. Oh, I got one team kill. One might as well get one more here. You know what? Because I have the time, I can. That's just crazy coming out from 4 AM just now.
Because I'm angry. That's their message to the world. Previously, they didn't do well, and now they're back in with a bang. Just look at this. Already 5 kills for 4 AM, and just look at the level of aggression they're playing. And now we're moving on to Bigetron Red Airless. Looks like Zuxi is in trouble. 40% of health left, but he's going to toss out a net onto A1 eSports at the same time. Abrupt Slayers. Leon is trying to get a couple of kill steals there. Can he actually secure those kill steals?
Interesting view just now, but maybe the cameraman just tripped off. But back to Bigetron, now tossing the nade. They have 4 men well and alive, and Liquid is playing for this round. Sinister is really got cramped out into one angle. He cannot make himself out. In the meantime, the blue zone will arrive in 50 seconds. So Sinister, I'm not sure how you're going to get out, but good luck, bro. Seems like he has no vehicles for himself as well. It's going to be the 5th circle, taking away every single HP percent. And it's going to be very painful. It's going to hurt. And Abrupt Slayers Charlie trying to find Joker. They will hop into the same buggy, but in the meantime, they have a lot of turrets. The geography is really hard for them to cross across. The Atlantis fighting against Secret Jin, taking one down. It's going to be RIP for him for Team Secret Jin. 4 now, 1 member's down for Abrupt Slayers, still 4 members well alive. Bigetron taking down on RRQ. On the other side here, we have too many teams compact and just skirmish themselves into one corner on the southern side, eastern of the circle.
Oh yeah, it's really going to be so compact right now. And plus they're at the lower ground. At the same time, we can see that Gina has been taken out by Abili. These teams, they're at the lower ground, so they still need to move, definitely, because they're outside the zone at the same time. And being at the lower ground, man, it just doesn't make things any easier. But NOVA-XQF and PW888, right now the smoke's being popped out. No more time. The zone will arrive shortly. And now Paraboy is going to toss out another nade. Can he land his nade nicely onto TT? But no! He didn't even manage to release the nade. And Paraboy has been taken out by Kopai. Kopai's forcing out an order. Is going to cook out another nade. And can that nade land? And can it be a Kobe? And now Kopai looks like he's in trouble. He'll be picked up, but he'll be finished up by... Oh! Nova's in from Futbolist! Actually kill stealing it away!
Oh my god, that's gonna be a very salty one. Futbolist just butt in the last minute from the sideline. And now Triple H TTT bowing down, last member with grenade kill also by Nova just now. But Futbolist, you know what, whatever is at 1 point, it matters. And every single point is a dime. 2 teams eliminated back to back here, down to only 10 teams left, including Abrupt here in the top 10. But that guys, they don't Nova! They just got a minor victory, but taken another 110 place for them based on first game. The second back-to-back 10 place for NOVA-XQF now.
Oh, and at the same time, Futbolist looks like they'll be eliminated at 9th place as well. Those teams at the bottom of the hill, yeah, that's where they struggle. So that's why they were eliminated fairly earlier. At the same time, we can see that 4AF putting a lot of pressure onto Abrupt there. So, wow, what a counter flyer taking out So. But then again, his teammates can picking up still. They are in a good position to do that. RRQ Athena will be out at 8th place with 3 kills in the bag.
Looking at Bigetron seems to be having a bit of a momentum this time and today. While 4 a.m. 2 members knocked down, but they have more than enough room for now to revive their mates here. 10 more seconds and the closure of the blizzard will wipe all the teams that have been knocked down outside of the circle, so they have to revive now. On the side of Abrupt Slayers, they still have 4 members well and alive, but Heaven, I'm not sure if he has any utilities for his HP, for his regeneration, because it seems to me he's having a hard time. He does. He's okay for now. While Bigetron and ASL Abrupt Slayers are playing alongside of the hill, trying to abuse it. We have Secret Gen stuck in between. It's going to be 2K that's stuck there. While Digital Athletics right on top of them. We have 7 teams. So many teams being wiped out back to back within seconds only.
Yeah, it's just going crazy right now because we can see that the circle actually moves away from a lot of them from the right side of the map earlier. But Bigetron Red Alias, they're still in this. Leon putting pressure onto the side of Bigetron Red Alias, and Bigetron Red Alias, they are somewhat in the circle, but in prime position so far is 4 a.m. And at the same time, Liquid has been knocked down. Sook not letting anyone go. Charlie has been knocked down by Sook, but they still need to move a little bit inside. They still have room to play there. 2K have been finished off as well. And there you go, Team Secret Gen have been eliminated at 7th place.
I have to say, this is against this too. And Abrupt Slayers, they haven't fought Bigetron, but apparently Bigetron tried to pick a fight again on Abrupt Slayers as well. They're taking down Zaxi for Chari, but it's not going to be enough. While Alpha 7 will butt in the last minute too. It's going to be 4 Angry Men winning this, but they butt in. They want to be the death party to get the advantage. But right now, Bigetron are really abrupting the Slayers. And the Abrupt Slayers will get sandwiched between 4 a.m. and Bigetron. Luxy need the help to get revived. And they will be at 6th place bowing down, but it's not over yet because Bigetron next one, the next contender is gonna be 4 a.m. The Angry Men are really angry this time.
Oh, but I must point out as well, Team Secret, they are behind, they are avoiding all this fight, and they just need to wait it out until the next zone and sneak in later on. But then again, we can see as well, these teams are struggling to get into the zone, trying to get into the high ground. Alpha 7, they are climbing it up, but Hasaki managed to get knocked down to Luxy, as well as Zaxi taken out by Sook, and now Ryzen as well. Looks like Liquid is the last man standing for Bigetron Red Aliens for now, and now iShots has been knocked down by Raze. And then at the same time, Luxy has been taken out by Sook, and now Liquid, the last man standing. Sook trying to find a good angle here, but then again, he is outside the zone. 3 more seconds until the zone closes in. Bigetron Red Aliens will be out at 5th place.
Oh, at least they got the better position than previous one. Hopefully, they will budge and have a bit of shift when it comes to overall standing. But nevertheless, we are not done yet for game or match number 2. Digital Athletics still camping this one out. The only compound that they have since the start. Until now, they're sharing the same compound with Secret since the start. But Yuhai, the last member of Team Secret, can he hold this ground? Alpha 7 start to march in as well. 4 a.m. be taken down. But they are exchanging fire between the two teams. Digital Athletics still standing down. Not going to butt in for now, but like it or not, they will have to take the fight and have to face 4 a.m. who try to take away their placement, to try to take away the position, which is the most comfortable with 4 walls having to guard this compound. They will be trying to just defend this as much as possible. We have Alpha 7 start taking fire here, and there goes the hand grenade being tossed by 4 a.m. at first, but Digital Athletics still not going to budge.
The tides have turned a little bit. Now it's 4 a.m. They need to try and take back this compound. 14 kills already for 4 a.m. My goodness, they are really, really angry. But we can see here that Sook, he is closest to team members from Klas Digital Athletics KDA, while Alpha 7 will be watching from the other side. Yuhai is actually playing the healing game from Team Secret on the other side of the compound as well, ChuChu.
I don't know, hopefully Rex passed over for the invisible.
What?
It's the last pick of He still tries to secure 1 kill. That was really valiant of coming up from UI, still not standing down even though his last breath just now, but 4 a.m. fighting for the crown. They were taking down to the Athletics. It was really well done from Secret, shooting from a lower grenade. It was not easy. Alpha 7 tried to move as well. They will not stand down, and they will try to force a fight. Salim have to face against one green. Razy just been revived there. While Senna, he's trying to go for the flank side. 4 a.m. nobody fought them out. They'll be winning this if nobody tries to take advantage against them first.
Yeah, they could probably do it, but then again, we can see that this compound is still being held by KDA, and they still have the upper hand here, being on top. But there you go, Hasaki has been finished off by Salim, so as well as his teammate there. They managed to move in. Can they actually take over this compound? This compound will be super prime position. The circle will close in at this moment. Salim is proning it on the second floor together with Solar. Solar joins Salim at this point, and all these players, they are in the same house.
Oh, but it's going to be a multi-level terrain, so it's going to be first floor or second floor. Now, Swagwin still waiting, but one person still got nailed there. Solar's finish off 6 straight away. That gives them a bit more advantage, and they place themselves at 3rd place for the rampaging 4 a.m. down to Digital Athletics versus Alpha 7 2v3. How are the odds here? We've seen 2v3, but the 2-1 before. But will it be the same for Digital Athletics with 3-man advantage on their side, fighting against Alpha 7, who has been quiet just now?
Well, yeah, this will be the question mark. Of course, the numbers sometimes doesn't tell us the true story, so we'll need to wait and see. 8 kills so far for KDA during this game. Can they secure their winner chicken dinner here to take back their top spot? Possibly take back their top spot here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 kills for Alpha 7. Overall, so far, 4 a.m. still has one of the most kills in this. I believe it should be the most kill. And now the zone will start to close in at any time here. Razy trying to find where his targets are at, but they are not willing to let go of the second floor.
They do know that the circle will encloses when it downs to that to multi-level games in the last few phases. It's going to be playing the healing game, and based on that, both teams don't seem to have enough supplies for their healing, except for Digital Athletics. One member is fully crazy. Take the courage. He take the risk. It's going to be 1-1.